Thanks for coming in.
No problem. You said you wanted to talk to me about something important.
I keep hearing things like, this is the worst thing ever, and this is out of control.
You're talking about the product right now, right?
Those jam sandwich I found in the break room, it's actually quite delicious.
Oh, jeez.
Look, the boss has been railing me all afternoon. He's looking for some feedback from the audience. He wants to know what everybody thinks about how fantastic it is right now.
Well, I can pull some feedback for you right now if you like.
Perfect. That's exactly why I have you here. So you're gonna write like a bunch of letters and send them out, and we'll wait for everyone's feedback.
No, I pull it on my phone.
Look at you staying ahead of the times.
Look, are you sure about this? Because not everything is positive.
Oh, please. We've been doing this long enough. I think we can handle a little bit of criticism from the internet. Whatever that is.
Okay. Well, Craig starts it off here.
Hi, Craig.
He says, it's the Attitude Era.
I love the Attitude Era. Stone Cold, Rock, The Biggest Show, Mankind. They're all there, all the names of them.
No, ads, commercials, advertising.
There's a lot of boobs in the Attitude Era. We had to cut that back.
I think he's saying that it's not great. We have a couple of more like this.
I don't see the problem here. We've been doing ads for a very long time, and frankly, it's the way the world is going. But more importantly, isn't it just fun? Cody has a bus. We slap some tequila around it. People need to eat. We offer them a gym that's slim and they can chew on that thing. Taste the rainbow? Go ahead. There's lots of things that we do here, and frankly, we need to make and maximize as much profit as we possibly can.
Okay, well, what about this one from Roger? He says, I feel like we should talk about how LA Knight needs to be world champion.
I love LaKnight. He's fantastic. He reminds me of somebody, I think. Crushing it on SmackDown. We just wrote him off in an injury angle too. We gotta give him a little time off and go heel, get another tan. But I expect great things for him. The night is long, as they say.
So do you think there's a chance that he'll be champion this year?
24/7 champion, hardcore champion, European champion. He could be many of the champions that we have going on today. You just name it, and I think we can make it happen.
Well, we have another one from Emmanuel here, and he says the fact that LA Knight isn't world champion is pure criminal. What do you say to that?
He's been in jail? That's not good. We can't have that on this roster. We'll have to look into that. So, unfortunately, plans for him to be some sort of world champion is just going to have to be off the table if that's what we're talking about here. But also just depends on what kind of criminality we really mean, because it depends. What's the big obsession here with Mr. Knight? He's been around for quite some time, and he's doing just fine. Listen to the ovations. Listen to the fans. It's doing great.
Well, I think for some fans, they feel like stuff isn't, like, it's not connecting, it's not clicking.
I said that to my ex-wife the other day. Yeah, we divorced yesterday.
Javi writes something like this. He says, something is not clicking. He says they have the talent, the shows, the PLEs.
Right about everything so far. We have all of those things, and they're fantastic.
Yet something is not clicking with the fans. It's like we're waiting for the ride to start.
Look, I hear you. When I get on the roller coaster too, all I want is for it to start, but I have a sensitive tummy, so I don't really go on those things very much. The ride starts when everybody is in the car. Right now, nobody's in there. So we have to take our time. We have to wait for all people to buckle up and get inside. Is any of this getting through to you? Probably not.
Okay, well, I know one thing that a lot of fans are looking for some clarity on or feedback is like promos. The backstage ones or the ones that are like during commercial breaks.
Oh, those are some of my favorite things. You have Cross, you have New Day. We give them all this extra time. They can go out there and they can shoot their mouths off for 4 to 7 minutes. Depends on the commercial. How long are commercials?
Well, not everybody sees them.
I don't understand. We're on Netflix. We're everywhere. We have all of this USA Today. We have the Netflix, as we've mentioned. We're overseas. We're underseas. We're everywhere. What do you mean that people aren't seeing these things?
Yorkshire Gamer says, as an international viewer, I hate the fact that we don't get to see any of the little interviews with Kathy and Jackie during the commercial breaks.
Candy and Janice are also some of my favorite interviewers.
It's not a huge deal, but those segments can sometimes add a lot to a character's development, and it's such a shame that we don't get to see them. If I can give my 2 cents.
Talk to me, big boy.
Thanks. I agree. I kind of agree. I think that we should have more of these promo segments televised, regular television.
Regular television, please. Gonna turn on the boob tube and try and watch something? Imbecile.
Like, it's cool for some audiences that get to see it, but a lot of them, they don't get to see it. And some of it can be entertaining, or it could help develop a character more.
Okay, we'll take something like that. We'll take it under consideration and advisement. But my hands are tied with these promo things. I can't just get every single person on the show every single bloody week. We have 2 to 3 hours to fill, It's just clearly not enough time. But what you're saying to me is that you want more time added.
Okay, here's more of like a direct question that maybe you could actually answer.
I'm ready for the hard questions. Just give it to me. Just throw it right in my face.
Vizzle says, how can we bring back real unpredictability to WWE? What do you say to that?
I don't know what this drizzle fizzle says, but I think they're wrong. I think that we have a ton of that word. I think that there's a lot going on right now with the WWE. We know what we have tons of shocking moments and escalation of events. We have matches that are happening all the time. I know, what does he want? Like a freaking parade happening every 2 minutes? Like it's Disney? We can't do those types of things over here. We're not made of money. I'll take some words of advice from my boss. Sit back, shut the up, and enjoy the ride. Because we're giving them sagas, intense storytelling. We should be up for Emmys and Globes of sorts of things, and statues and monuments made out of our boss. At least I should be able to get some sort of pendant or pin, say how great everything is going right now.
Okay, here's one for Friday Night SmackDown that we probably should, touch upon. Nobody writes,
how can nobody write a question?
These ads are getting ridiculous. During Cena's entire promo, all you could focus on was CM Punk taking an endless nap during the Slim Jim logo. Seen a lot of this is that fans are not too thrilled. Like a lot of them liked the John Cena promo that we did.
Of course they like the Cena promo. He's the goatness of all goats.
But they didn't like the fact that one, CM Punk just like laid there for what felt like 15 minutes. And I know we try to make that as part of what they were trying to do, but even I could say that I think they should have added in another smack to the head with a title belt or something.
I thought the Punk Man got hit plenty.
But they also had the Slim Jim stickers like right there on the table in the whole shot.
Attitude, right? Huh?
I think some people feel like it just kind of took away from the moment.
I think it added to the moment. He snapped right into that table like some sort of gym that was slim. It's just all interconnected. Like if you go back and you look at the history of these two men, of course it needed that sticker there on the whole table. It added to the moment. It gave it more veracity, more heft, weight, other words like that.
Okay, well, here's something that's maybe, I don't know, more positive.
Drench me in it right now. Let's go.
DTX Siler says, hot take.
Uh-oh, it's about to get steamy in here. Take off your towel.
I personally don't mind the ads. See? As someone who watches UFC,
I watched the UFC too.
Plus goes through so many sponsored segments on YouTube, seeing things like that are just the norm for me. 10 times better than having to sit through a boring commercial, and in all reality, it doesn't really matter to the actual show.
See, what's his face knows what's going on. Sit back, shut your mouth, and just enjoy the ride that you're being taken on. I believe our boss, the final one, said that before, and I agree.
Okay, well, how about this? Calvin says, I'm really trying to get behind the direction that WWE is going in during this partnership with TKO. I know TKO, aren't responsible for everything, but between ticket prices, back-to-back WrestleManias in Vegas, solely because of the profit they made, headquarters being moved to Vegas potentially as well, and them not acknowledging the safety concerns among talent prior to Night of Champions, it makes you worry about what morale will be 6 months to a year from now. Do you think that we should be worrying about the superstars' morale and how things are going?
You want the unpredictability? We do with the ladder matches. Look what we did previously. We got a ladder, we cover it in stickers. Not a normal ladder anymore, it's a fire ladder. What everybody was hoping for. I can't speak to the morale. It's not my department. And look, we went to Vegas last year. We had a great time. You were probably there. I don't know. But I was there doing the slot machines and other things that I can't speak of. We had a great time. And we thought, you know what? Let's run it back. We were going to go to New Orleans. And it just wasn't going to work out for everybody. So we went back to Vegas. And Nick and Paul and everybody thinks it's just the best idea. It's the best decision for everybody. I couldn't agree more. Do I worry about morale and those things? Very, very unclear on the word.
Okay, well, WrestleChop says, wrestling lately been getting in the way of the ads. How can I enjoy wrestling knowing that TKO's swimming pools could be larger?
Something tells me there's sarcasm layered in there. But I'm glad that he's thinking of everybody else. We do want our pools to be bigger, larger, more swimmable. Can you imagine having an above ground pool? These things are the worst.
Okay, well, maybe let's shift away from like the ads and all of that, right?
Pivoting. Great thinking. Let's go.
Speedy Gonzalez says, how to bring back the tag team division on Raw.
Where did it go?
I guess some fans are feeling like they're not doing enough with the overall tag division on Raw, but on SmackDown, you know, it's getting pretty good fanfare.
SmackDown Tag Division is fantastic. You have Profits, Motorcycle Guns, scary spooky teams, the Wyatt people. Like, you've seen all of that, right? It's really tremendous stuff. For the Raw Tag Division, it's really just not my department. But I will say, stay tuned. They never know. We could just be changing it up. We can move all those teams from SmackDown over to Raw. We toyed with the idea of drafting a bunch of people, but we haven't really made a conclusive decision yet. Frankly, I love the Raw Tag Division. I've never seen anything like it.
Crazy Gamer says the glazing between baby faces are the most annoying things ever. Like, it just looks corny and all, in my opinion.
Why would you pour honey glaze on a baby's face? Look, I've talked to Paul, I've talked to Nick, and other people that I've listened into when they're going to the bathroom, and all I ever hear is how everything is on fire, our profits are record high, ticket prices are way up, we make them super expensive, but the people are still coming. They're gonna come, they're gonna come, they're gonna come everywhere. It's just the best thing ever. But I appreciate the feedback. It's just tremendous, much like my jelly sandwich I had earlier. But let's focus on the positives here. We brought back Will Goldberg. He's going to have a match against the champion. Cody Rhodes is the hottest thing ever. He's got a tremendous podcast full of alcohol. So I appreciate everyone's feedback here in this internet thing you talk about, but I think everything's going to be all right.